Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here, and we have a super rare thing happening today. We got no wind. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. I mean, zero wind. So if something goes wrong, I don't know what to blame it on but myself. But I got my E-flite Extra 300 3D out here. I just got it set up on my new transmitter, and we're gonna try to get this thing in the air and have some fun. When I set it up this time, I put the rates at 125% on all three services for high rates with 45% expo. I think I took it to 85% on the elevator and ailerons with 40% expo, and 65% on the elevator and the ailerons with 35% expo for low rates. And that's what we're going to try to do today, is just see how good it handles. I did set up safe, but I don't expect to need that today. Let's get this thing in the air and have some fun. Plenty of throw, it looks like. Throttle cut off. I do have the timer set for 5 minutes. I don't think this has the same telemetry as the T28, but let's get this thing in the air and just have a little bit of fun. Woo! So she went straight up in the air. Like I said, I got it set for 45% expo, so I think that was the sweet spot before, but I didn't have it at 125% throw, so that might be a thing. I am giving a little bit of down. That looks pretty straight. I did want to get it set up so I could do a little more 3D this time, or eventually. I don't know about this time, but eventually. So, it's looking pretty straight. Let's get it up. Still a little down in the invert, so. Ooh. All right, now it's diving a little bit when I let go of the stick on the upright. And about the same this way, so that probably is pretty good. And pretty good rates on the ailerons. So I think I hit the good spot here with the trim. Maybe it's rolling. No, it's not too bad, really. I am at about half throttle, guys, in case you're wondering it on my speed. And I do apologize, but like I mentioned in one of the previous videos, when my new radio came, it has a micro SD card input for transferring. And when the Spectrum guys or Horizon guys backed up all my models, they did it on a standard SD card, and I'm not real sure how to go about transferring it, so I'm just setting them all up new. Let's put it down to the middle rates here. That should be close to where I had it before on high rates, and I was pretty happy. Yeah, it feels pretty good, I would say. And it doesn't feel quite as jumpy as it does in high rates now. So I would say that's probably a good sweet spot here. One of the reasons you kind of want it to be, I think, at least I'm no expert on 3D. Don't get that wrong, guys. But I do think you want it a little bit twitchy when you're doing 3D, because you want it to be able to really do those obnoxious moves. And so You put it in high rates like this, and we'll do the snap at the top here in the high rates, and you can see it just tumbles away. A beautiful loop. That was even in high rates. You can see I'm over rotating because of the high rates though. So I might down this to back down to 100% because it definitely feels like too much. So middle rates again. It's flying good though. I'm super happy with how this flies now. Very nicely done. One thing that you'll notice on a good professional pilot, they don't have to set up for each maneuver. They go from one to the next, where you notice that I keep going down to my right side and setting up because I do most everything better from right to left. And some things like some basic things I can do left to right, but definitely easier for me when I'm going the other way. You know, I can obviously roll because for me, it's kind of just do it and recover type of thing. You know, it's kind of, you seen there, it's starting in the down, but after I get the wings level, then I'm straightening out my flight. I still am not great at that right there. I don't know exactly what I'm doing wrong, but knife edge is not working great for the 300 for me. Maybe I need less. Maybe I got too much expo. It's messing with me. I can't remember. You can see it glides a good long ways. Let's bring it in, and I will see if I can make an adjustment real quick. Of course, it's going to glide too far, so let's set that up again. There we go, slowing down out there. Not letting the wings get too vertical. There we go. Oh, woo, I got her sideways. A little too much. I think it's just I need to back off of those hundreds or 125s, back it down to 100, take some of the expo out of the rudder. So I'll do that and we'll get started again. All right, guys, I made the adjustments. Unfortunately, the timer's only got 17 seconds left on it. So we're gonna take off left to right and see if we can bring it around and get it into the knife edge now that I made adjustments. I am in high rates now, so I got those set up on 100% across the board now. I set up, I'm adjusted the rudder to, I think 30% expo. Let me check it again real quick. Rudder, here we go. So 30% expo on the rudder at 100% all the time. Let's take off. So a little closer, there we go. It's carrying that knife edge, so I would say I'm pretty good now. And let's see what the tumble looks like with it turned to 100%. Not too bad. I was carrying a little more speed to get the control surfaces to do more, but it definitely feels less rocky now. So I'm good with that. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get real good at this, but try to work on that. Let's see if we can get it lined up for a nice landing again. Carrying a little too much speed here. And the tail down first. Wagging the tail here, trying to slow it down. Don't want to curb down there. We'll taxi it back here. Not too fast. Or I'll get her wiggling. And I am giving it just a little bit of right rudder to get it to roll straight. So maybe my rudder trim is off just a little bit. That might have been messing with me too. So guys, I wanted to show you something I found on Amazon. I thought this was kind of neat. I found this RC flight log, and unfortunately my pen broke, but here you can see you can record the date, your flight, the aircraft you flew, the location, the duration, and make notes. And this is the deluxe edition. So the deluxe edition also has, after the flight log, if I can get past this, got plenty of pages for the flight log here. There is a section called maintenance log, and you can put in the date, the aircraft, and the maintenance details. And then after that, there's a section called the aircraft index, and you can list all your aircraft, the date of purchase, the place of purchase, the cost. If something were to happen and you couldn't fly it anymore, you can mark it retired, and of course you can make notes. And then there's this one last section for battery index, and you can number your batteries and list them here. I thought that was kind of neat. I probably won't use that section as much as the beginning sections, but I thought it was worth picking up. It was less than 20 bucks. And one cool thing is they made it small enough that it'll fit right here in this pocket for my transmitter box. It sits in there perfect. So I did get a transmitter box with my new transmitter, and I'm pretty happy with the new setup that I got going on with the Extra. And the transmitter's got her all. I'll turn throttle cut on before I forget and go over there, and you know how I am. I'll bump that throttle and cut my fingers. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys watching the video and all your support. And until next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here.